everyone, welcome back to Wildflower Pilates. Today is all about consistency within your movement practice. So this 30-minute flow is designed for you to do every day and will help increase your strength and mobility over time. So it's simple, scalable, and sustainable. So whether you're new to Pilates or have been practicing for a while, you'll benefit from this class. You won't need any equipment, just your mat, and let's get started. Okay, so we're going to start down on the mat, lying down on your back, and we're going to come into some bridges. So feet are hip width apart, hands by your side, and we're just going to peel up into a bridge, hips to the ceiling, and then rolling back down. And rolling up, hips to the ceiling, rolling back down. So just trying to find a nice little roll up and then roll it back down. So it's a tuck of the pelvis, then rolling up as high as you can, and then trying to stick your back down one bit at a time just to find that nice movement through the spine there. Awesome. So just warming it all up. Nice big deep breaths as you settle in to the movement. We're going to go for about 3 more here. Last 2. And last one. And then we'll roll all the way down and just hug your knees into your chest. We're going to curl up and start to roll like a little ball. So whether you're just doing tiny little movements or maybe you can start to roll all the way up to a seated position, trying to find your balance and then rolling back. Trying to keep that nice round back so that you have a nice smooth roll. Awesome. So throughout today's class, we will kind of build on some exercises. I'll give plenty of options. And the idea is that over time, you can take those challenges a little bit more with each time you do the session. Let's go one more here. And then we're going to come back onto your back for me. We're staying up in this little ball. We're going to see if we can bring one leg out long in front of you. Hug the other knee in. Try and squish your back down into the mat. Then we're going to switch. And switch. So working through the core now. Trying to get that leg nice and long. Trying to pull the other knee into your chest. Nice big deep breaths. Awesome. Maybe you can curl up that little bit more. We're going for another 5. And 4. 3. 2. And 1. Coming both knees back in. Both feet are coming back down to the mat. We're going to come back into our bridges. So we're peeling up into your bridge and then rolling back down. And peeling up and coming down. So if this feels like it's enough for you, I want you to stay here. If you're coming with me, we're going to peel up into your bridge. Lift our right leg up to the ceiling, pressing into that left heel. We're going to roll your butt down and then lift it back up. Roll it down, lift it up. Nice. So now we're in a single leg bridge, really pushing through the heel of that left foot. Let's go for another 2. We'll swap legs. And then we're going to pop that foot down. Other leg lifts up. And we're rolling down. Stick with the double leg bridge if that's enough for you today. Otherwise, we're driving through that right heel. Trying to lift up. Using through our hammy, through your glute. Awesome. Last one there, pop that foot down. Now, wherever you are in your bridge, I just want you to hold it. So double legs on, we're holding. Everyone's got their 2 legs. If you're coming with me, we're going to hold a single leg bridge. So our right leg's going to lift up again and we're holding it. If you're feeling a little bit fancy, that right leg can sweep down to the mat, lift back up to the ceiling. Down to the mat, lift back up. I want you to try and think about your hips staying square. So we're trying not to let either hip drop down. We've got another 2 here. And then we're swapping, or you're just holding that bridge. So pop your right foot down, left foot lifts up, we're holding it. Or if you're feeling fancy, it's coming down, lifting back up. Coming down, lifting back up. Nice work. Let's go for another 4. And 3, 2, and 1. And then popping that foot down, rolling all the way down, hug your knees into your chest, maybe a little rock from side to side. And then we're curling back up into our little ball. So same as before, we're going to extend one leg out long, pull it back in, other leg's coming long. Pull it back in, switching legs. So this is option number 1, stay here if it feels like it's enough. If you want a little bit more, we're going for double legs. So both knees are coming in, both legs are going to shoot long, hands are by your side. Then you're pulling your knees in, shooting your legs long, trying to squish your back down into the mat as much as you can. The lower down your legs go, the trickier it's going to get through those abs. So play around with it. Find where it feels like it's enough challenge for you today. If you want a little bit more, I want you to bring your arms all the way over your head. Finding a nice long shape, coming back in. Stick with the single leg if that's better for you. We're just here for another 4. And 3, 2, and 1. And coming all the way in. Pop your feet down, roll around onto your right hand side. And we're just going to pop your head in your hand. Both legs are coming to the top edge of your mat. Top hand can stay on the mat if you're struggling for balance. Otherwise, you can pop it behind your head. We're just going to slide our top foot up our bottom leg, kick it up to the ceiling, close the legs back down. Slide it up, kick it up, straighten the legs down. So again, if you need a little bit more balance, pop your top hand down onto the mat. But I want you to try and work for as much range as you can get here. So you're trying to slide that foot up as high as you can, pull that knee towards your elbow, and try and straighten it while it's up there. So we're just working through that hip, that leg, trying to lift up as high as you can get it. Awesome. Let's go for another 4. And 3, 2. The next time the leg comes straight, you're going to hold it. See if you can grab hold of that leg and give it a little pull in towards your head. If you can't reach it, just little kicks towards your head, trying to get it as close as you can. Try and find that stretch. Let's just hold it for another 4. Maybe you can pull it a little bit more. Think about straightening that leg. 2, and 1, and then we're closing that leg back down. Now we're going to kick the leg forward. I want you to look up to the ceiling, finding a little twist, and then you're going to kick the leg back. See if you can kiss your mat and kick it forward, looking up, little twist, kick it back, kiss the mat. So nice big sweeps of the leg. And then we can add in a little pulse. So as you're kicking it forward, little pulse it forward, try and get a little bit further, then kick it back, same thing. Kick it forward, little pulse, kick it back, same thing. Let's go one more here. Nice. And then you're going to bring that leg back on top of the other one. We're going to roll back around onto your back for me and hug your knees back into your chest. So we're going to see now if we can lie everything long. So arms are coming long, legs are coming long. I want you to pretend like you're throwing a ball. So arms are going to reach over your head. Big breath in, big breath out as you try and reach your arms up to the ceiling. Pretend like you're throwing a ball towards your feet. We're rolling up, reaching for your toes. Then you're going to slowly roll back down. Arms are going to come over your head. Big breath in. See if you can throw the ball forward. Use those tummy muscles to help you roll all the way up or reach for your toes. Now, if that's feeling really tricky, keep your arms by your side. Press your elbows into the mat. Help yourself roll up. And then you can pop your elbows back down, roll all the way up. So you're trying to help yourself to sit all the way up and down if you need it. If you don't and you want a bit more of a challenge, you're trying to glue your arms next to your ears and you're trying to roll up with no momentum. So you're trying to keep your arms next to your ears, roll all the way up, reach for your toes, and then rolling all the way back down. Arms coming over your head. Let's go one more there. Maybe there's no momentum. Reach for your toes. Find that stretch. And let's stay here for a second. Try and pull your toes back towards your head. Straighten those legs. Well, if you can't reach your toes to actually pull them, that's fine. Just see if you can flex your feet back towards your head so that you get that stretch through your calf, through the back of your legs. And then let's just slowly roll back down and we'll roll around to the other side. So now you'll be on your left-hand side, or whichever side you didn't do before. We're lying back down, heads resting in your hand. Both legs are to the front edge of your mat. You've got your top hand behind your head or on the mat for support. We're going the same thing on this side. So you're going to slide your left foot up your right leg, kick it up to the ceiling, straight leg closes down. Slide it up as far as you can. Knee to elbow, lift it up, bring it back down. Sliding it up, kick it up, bring it back down. Nice. Awesome. So we're trying to keep your hips pretty stacked on top of each other to get as much movement through that hip as you can. Awesome. Let's go for another 3. And 2. On this next one, we're going to hold it up there. Grab hold of it if you can, giving it a little pull towards your head. Find that stretch. Nice big deep breath. See if you can keep that leg straight. I want you to look at it. Sometimes you think it's straight and it's really not. Let's go for another 4. And 3, 2, and 1. Shutting that leg back down. Keeping it straight, it's going to sweep forward as you look up to the ceiling. And then kick it behind you. Kiss the mat. Sweeping forward, looking up. And kissing the mat as it comes back. So really trying to open up those elbows to the ceiling. Find that twist through your spine. And then let's add in those little pulses. So little kick back, little extra kick, kick forward, little extra kick. Trying to find a little bit more out of it. Awesome. Let's go one more. And then we'll bring that leg back on top of the other one. and roll back onto your back for me. We're going to see if we can rock and roll ourselves up to sitting. I want you to cross your legs in front of you if you can, and then we're going to shuffle onto all fours. So coming onto all fours, hands underneath your shoulders, knees underneath your hips. We're going to round the back, look for your knees, and then arch your back, look up to the ceiling. And rounding and arching. Awesome. Let's go one more there. And then we'll come back to a flat back. I want you to tuck your toes under, come up into a pike shape. So bottoms to the ceiling, you're going to pedal out your heels. One heel pressing down and then the other. Find that stretch through the back of the legs. And really press into those hands to try and push your chest towards your thighs. Find that stretch through your shoulders. Awesome. And then we're going to come back down onto all fours. We're going to bring your left hand in the middle of your chest. Right leg's going to go out long, and you're going to swivel around to the side. So right hand's reaching up to the ceiling. We're on our knees. And then you're going to bring your left hip down towards your left hand. Sit down and then reaching up, big side bend all the way over. And then coming down, sitting down and reaching up, big stretch all the way over. Nice shapes here. Finding that big side bend. Awesome. So if this is for you, stay here. If you're new to Pilates, we can work our way up to our side plank, but if you're feeling confident to give it a shot, let's try. So your top foot is going to plant on the mat. We're going to see if we can bend that knee slightly. You're going to slide your left foot behind and then see if you can push up into a side plank. Then you're going to bend that bottom knee down, lower your hip down. Then you're going to press back up, press into that right foot. Left foot knee is going to lift, find your side plank, bend the knee back down, come all the way down. If that's feeling good, we're going to keep the knees off as you have 2 straight legs down, 2 straight legs lifting up. So this is pretty advanced. So keep the knee coming down and up if you're working towards your side plank. If you want to keep the knee down the whole time, keep it down. We're going to be here for about another 10 seconds. So just do whatever version is feeling good for you this morning, and you can work your way up to the 2 straight legs. Let's make this one your last one. And then we'll pop the knee back down, swing back around onto all fours, and we'll reset for the other side. So now your right hand's coming in underneath you, left leg's long. You're going to swivel around, find that half side plank. Then you're lowering your hip down to the mat and lifting it up, finding a nice big side bend. So opening up through the side of the body. We're coming down and lifting up. Let's do a couple here to settle into it. Nice big shapes. Awesome. And then if you're coming with me, we're going to pause as we come up. So that left foot is kind of in front of you a little bit. Slight bend in that left knee. Right foot's going to come behind. We're going to press into that left foot, step your right foot behind it. Find your side plank. Knee comes back down to the mat, come all the way down. And we're lifting up. Step that right foot behind, find your side plank, bring it back down, come all the way down. Then you've got the option to keep both legs straight. We're coming down and lifting back up. And coming down, lifting back up. Awesome. So whatever version is good for you, we're here for another 10 seconds. Let's make this one your last one. And then we'll come back through the middle, pop the knees down, sit back on your heels for a little second. Let your head relax. And then we're going to come back through all fours, tuck the toes under, come up into your pike shape, and we're going to walk your feet all the way up to your hands and slowly roll all the way up to standing. Let's reach your arms all the way up. Have a little second, and then bringing them back down. We're going to come into our standing work. So feet are going to be hip width apart and toes pointing straight ahead. We're coming into some squats. So we're just going to bend both knees, butt sticking out behind you, and then standing back up. And we're squatting down and standing up. Awesome. So your butt's trying to get in line with your knees. We're trying to get as low as we can go. Nice big deep breaths. Awesome. We're going for another 4 like this. And 3, 2, and 1, standing up. Now your toes are going to turn out to the side. We're thinking froggy. We're trying to get really low here. So you're trying to get your butt through your heels now, and then stand back up. Butt all the way down, standing back up. So you're trying to push your knees nice and wide. We're trying to create space in those hips. Awesome. Just going as low as you can. Over time, you'll get lower and lower. We're adding in a little bounce. So you're getting down, little bounce, stand back up. Coming down, little bounce, stand back up. We're going for another 4. And 3, 2, and 1. Standing all the way up. Bring your feet back in underneath you. Now your left toes are turning out to the side. Right foot's coming forward. Right hand forward, left hand out to the side. We're going to circle this foot all the way around so it's crossing behind. Trying to open up this hip here so our hips are staying square as we bend through both knees and then stand back up. Bend through both knees, stand back up. If your knees are feeling a little bit sensitive, just straighten up that top foot so that your knee tracks over your toes a bit more. And then over time, try and turn it out because we want that external rotation of our ankle, our knee, and our hip. If it's feeling good, I want you to now lean forward as you lunge down and stand back up. Forward as you lunge down, stand back up. We're going for another 5. And 4. Trying to get as low as you can over that front leg. 3, 2, and 1. And then step to the other side. Right toes are turned out. Left arm forward, left leg forward. We're circling it behind. Find a position that feels good. Try and square out your hips. We're bending through both knees. Test it out. Stand back up. Bending through both knees, coming back up. So over time, as your body adapts to these shapes, it will feel more comfortable, but work within the tolerance that you have today, and we'll keep trying to build it up to be able to create these shapes because it's a position that you're going to find yourself in when you might not mean to, can't speak. You might accidentally find yourself there. So we want to have that mobility through your ankles, your knees, and your hips so that it feels better and doesn't hurt us if we do find ourselves there. Let's go for another 3. And 2, really folding forward. Last one. And we're standing all the way up. We're going to face the front. We're going to roll all the way down and see if you can walk your hands out to a plank. So if a full plank's too much, drop your knees, but let's try and hold our plank here. I want you to try and squeeze your butt, push the mat away from you. Awesome. All right, we're going to drop the knees down. Untuck the toes. We're bending the elbows, coming into a push-up. We've got 5. 2, 3, 4, 5, and sit back on your heels. We're going to come into a little back bend here. So as you pull forward now, you're going to let your hips drop to the mat, look up to the ceiling, finding a back bend. Really push through the mat, lifting up out of the spine, and then sit back on your heels. Pulling forward, looking up, lifting up. Try and breathe. Maybe your hips can drop a little bit more with each one we do. Sitting back. We've got 2 more here. Press the mat away, lift up. And then sitting back, you got 1 more. Pulling forward, lifting up, and sitting back. All right, we're going for 5 more push-ups. But I'm going to show you how to start to increase your push-ups. So if you were like, that was really hard on my knees, do another round like that. If you're coming with me, we're going to tuck our toes under. We're going to come into our plank. We're going to see if we can slowly lower ourselves down all the way to the mat. Drop the knees, lift the tummy, push up to a half plank. Come into a full plank. Slowly coming down, drop the knees, lift up, find the full plank. Slowly coming down. So we're going 5. So if you're on your knees, you're just doing 5. That's 3. Really try and control it down. That's 4. Last one here. Control it down and push back up. Sit back on your heels. All right, we're going 5 more of those back bends. So now we're pulling forward, letting the hips drop down. If it's there for you, you're going to press your feet into the mat, lift your knees off. Find a bit more extension. Drop the knees, come back down. Pulling forward, lifting up, looking up. Drop the knees, sit back on your heels. Coming forward, looking up, pressing up, try and get a little bit more out of it. Let those hips get a little bit heavier if it's feeling good to do so. Last one here. Pushing down, lifting up, and then coming all the way back. All right, last round of push-ups where we get stronger repetitions. So you got 5 more. You can do knees, you can do those eccentric ones that we just did, or you can try and do your full ones. So coming into your full plank, we're coming down and up, down and up. Once you get tired, if you get tired, just go back to your knees. You've only got 5. Once you've done your 5, you're going to drop the knees down, sit back on your heels. Have a little second, let your head relax. And then we're going to come through all 4s, tuck your toes under, come up into a pike shape. And we're just pedaling out your heels. We're going to walk our feet all the way up to our hands. Have a little dangle. It's a little rock from side to side. And then slowly rolling all the way up to standing. Roll the shoulders back. All right, we're going to finish with a little balance and hip stretch. So you're going to try and find your balance first. Use a wall if you need it. But if you can, we're trying to find your balance. You're going to try and cross your right foot over the top of your left knee. We're going to see if you can sink down like you were going to sit in a chair. I like to bring my hands in front of me. It feels like I can find my balance. And we're just coming down. Maybe some little pulses. You're trying to squish this right knee down towards the mat. And we're just finding our balance. So find something still to look at. Find that stretch through that hip. Nice big deep breaths. So we've moved the spine, we've moved the legs, we've moved the hips, worked on our balance, a little bit of everything. And you can keep coming back to this video. Try and get those full side bends, try and get your full push-ups. Try and get as much movement through those curtsy lunges as you can. All right, let's come out of there. Swap legs. Other foot's crossing over. We're gonna squat down. One side might feel tighter than the other. Mine certainly does. We're gonna pretend like we're sitting in a chair. Nice big deep breaths. Try and squish that knee down towards the mat. Find that balance, find that stretch. Awesome. One more big deep breath here. And then we're gonna come all the way up to standing. Let's reach your arms all the way up to the ceiling, maybe finding a little bit of extension. And then side bending over to one side. Nice big stretch. Up and over to the other side. Back to the middle. Nice little back bend, and then you can shake it out. Nice work. Well done. So like I said, you can do this one every day. Keep trying to build those shapes. It's going to work your core, your back, your legs, your arms. So you get a little bit of everything, a little bit of mobility in there. If you did like it, please hit like and subscribe. Let me know how it goes in the comments and what you want to see more of, because I'm happy to deliver it to you so you can keep living your life, doing the things you love forever. Thank you.